Hey guys, me here, the one that edits these videos. Except for I didn't edit a lick in this video. It's raw. Raw dogging it. Raw dogging you. Wait, what? And that normally never happens, so super proud of myself for that. Enjoy, I guess. Love you. Bye. Here's my Frankenstein outfit. Happy Halloween, you fucks. Oh, I mean, I'm just kidding. Is it even Oh, I know, I just dress like this on the regular, but actually, I am gonna wear something over this because, feeling a little exposed and vulnerable. I just wanted to show you the vision, you know what I mean? Like, slutty bra and suspenders. But now let's get serious. Hi. I'm back in my old stomping grounds, where I used to normally film these videos, so... oh, do you guys, I think we should do a little bit of like, oh, I'm shit at this, hold on. Just to really set the pace and set the tone of this whole thing. Is your clit relaxed yet? Sorry, I have no idea. I'm like incredibly sleep deprived right now. I'm not drinking at the moment, ATM, but I am still going out and participating in activities that probably aren't the wisest, but what can you do? I certainly am not open to beating myself up for being a human being anymore. So I wanted to quickly get on here and talk about... I want this to be an uplifting video for people that are just in the depths of their own hell, because I have been there recently, and I like to frequently visit my own imagination, but the shitty, horrible, fucked up part of it. I also have recently undergone a journey with psychedelics and ayahuasca. I don't know why I'm beating around the bush. Let's just call her by her name, ayahuasca. There's a lot I could say on it. There's a lot I will say on it with time, and there's some that I will never say on it because a lot of it's not tangible. What I will say is I went through everything that you would deem a bad trip. I got sent in it. I got put in it. It was really fucking horrible, and the lead up to the process too was part of all of it. So, in a nutshell, I completely lost hope, purpose, and meaning, and everything in between. And I asked all of the deep psychological, philosophical questions that I think people take turns throughout the duration of their life asking themselves. Some people never do. I commend you if you never ask these questions, but I also kind of think that sucks too, because sometimes it's fun to ask these questions. In this case, it was not fun to ask these questions at all. It was really fucking horrible. Like I said, because I got put into the existential void place that was like, oh fuck, I don't have a purpose and nothing matters. And for those of you, that's not a fun place to be. For those of you that have been there, hi. For those of you that are going to be there one day, hello. For everybody hearing this video, you are not going to be there forever. That would be grossly unfair. But I do believe that sometimes we find ourselves in that place for a reason. I'm really downplaying how fucking awful it was on me. Like, I really am, in a big way, like, being laughy-jokey about it. I was debating existence or not. I was there. I was questioning, like, nope, done. Fuck this. There is no point, so I'm done. Clearly I chose a different path. I chose a different route. And again, this video is not meant to scare you. This video is meant to aid you on your own journey and experience. And I hope this video does not give you an existential crisis, but if it does, I'm going to help you work through it in the best of my abilities with my own experience, and then hopefully you can extrapolate this. Is that a bug, bitch? They're supposed to be dead. extrapolate this to your own experience. Yeah, I've undergone the ceremony itself. I've undergone the entire cycle of life in the matter of 1 month, which sounds intense, and it was. I've gone through anxiety, I've gone through depression, I've gone through all of these different mental things that have been apparent in all of my family members. I've taken on all of it, and I'm also in the process of letting it all go. Saying this out loud is helping me come to a lot of other realizations about the whole thing, but I digress. We're talking about purpose and meaning. And gentleness and connection and everything in that sort of realm. And here's the thing. I used to buck that idea a lot because I'm just like, that's a fucking stupid. Like, no, we're not all intertwined. No, like, I am not the same as this person. I am so different than da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, there's no such thing as divine anything. Like, fuck this, whatever. Sometimes I still think like that. But for the most part, I feel like I've gotten a pretty good understanding of what's going on here, but I have a little bit more peace with it, which I think is all I could ever ask for. Because again, I was put through the ringer. Man, it was awful. I'm like going through it in my head, and I'm just like, wow. And I've been talking to my therapist about it a lot too, and he added some interesting takes on the whole thing, because I realize again how much of a victim mindset that I've just carried with me in my life about certain things, and I'm like, I'm the only one that's ever thought this way. Wrong. I'm the only one that wrong. Like, at first, it kind of pisses you off because, like, we all want to be special so bad, and, like, I think there's a lot of beauty in realizing that most human beings have questioned everything ever at one point or another. Why do you think there's something literally called a midlife crisis? And why do you like, it's funny because being lost and being in the void and being in these really scary, horrible places that we're so afraid to go to, I think are actually our best teachers a lot of the time. And I don't think that they're anything to be afraid of. So if you're there and it feels intense and you feel yourself going to scary thought patterns, I urge you to not judge yourself for that. I urge you to kind of be like, oh, okay, I'm thinking like this. Wow, yeah, I'm really uncomfortable with something in my life right now. And man, okay, wow, where have I been letting my head go and my thoughts go? And meaningless and purposeless. Well, no, that's not true. It could be true, sure, but then you go ahead and you have to look at, if you say that's the case, you have to look at all of these wonderful, amazing people in our world that have contributed such a great purpose, that have altered the course of things for the time being. And another thing, too, it's easy to go back way far in the past and think about that too deeply, and then way far in the future and think about that too deeply. I did that, too. And the reality of that is, like, you don't need to put any emphasis on either of those two extremes right now. Like, let's focus on what we have in this world around us right this second. Like, let's focus on how we can make a difference in the timeline that's presenting itself right now. Like, we don't need to go so far in the past. There's nothing we can do about that. We don't need to go so far in the future. There's nothing we can do about that. And again, it feels like you're just grabbing, like, oh my God, there's nothing I can do about anything. Oh my fucking God, everything, and then you just can spiral yourself with the best of them. At least I sure can. I'm really good at that. I saw a meme one time. God, I sound so unk. I don't even feel like I can say that. Jesus Christ. But it was like this girl wearing like a shit ton of medals, and she was like, me if questioning the meaning of existence was a sport. I'm like, same. But again, I would isolate the fuck out of myself in every area in my life, especially when it came to all of this pain and stirrings up that happened with me with the medicine work. I was just like, oh my God, I'm the only one that's ever gone through it. I'm losing my mind. I'm actively losing my mind, and I'm weird, and I'm fucked up. Oh my God, blah, 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 all of these things. And then you get to the beautiful realization where you're just like, oh, wait. And you start laughing at yourself. You're like, no, I'm human. Oh yeah, this is what it means to be human, is to question things. And I think it's great to question things. I think there's a thing of questioning things too much, to the point where you break your brain, and I did that. I don't recommend. But also, the good news about that is, like, you're not too far. Like, you can reel yourself back in whenever. You can cast yourself out and then reel yourself back in. You just got to get good at the reeling yourself back in part and come back to, like, what is real in this moment right now, because your brain can make up a lot of shit that's, like, terrifying as fuck just for the thrill of it sometimes, or to keep you safe, and, like, a lot of the time, those are just ego stories, and it's like, whoa, God, went spiraling off into the abyss again. Okay, why, I wonder? What is so uncomfortable in this moment right now that's making me feel like I need to go anywhere else but sit with myself? Am I scared of the silence and the void? Does the void have to be so scary and menacing? Am I the one making it that way? Arguably, that can be said for most areas in life. Is this actually so scary and intense, or am I making it that way? Sometimes it is, you know, I don't know your experience, but I think having the realization that I'd much rather be connected to community and humanity, and because I realize that the similarities always outweigh the differences, my opinion again, I'm sure people will come at me with some information that's false, and that's another thing in our day and age too, is with the constant information thrown at us all the time, you consume and pick up too much to the point where it breaks your brain and you just don't even know what's real and what's what and what's up and what's down and what's all of these things sometimes. And, like, again, I think this humans and humanity have been struggling with that since the dawn of time anyway, let alone, like, in this day and age, it's too much. It's too much on your poor brain and psyche. It can't take it. You don't have to take it. That's okay. Like, again, a few tips that I would like to share that have helped me is when I'm in places like that and feeling like I have no meaning and purpose, first of all, let me introduce you to the butterfly effect. You should look that up and do some research on it. Good, kind, soft, gentle research, not research that's going to further perpetuate the rabbit hole theory that your brain's probably creating by itself. Don't do that. The butterfly effect. And also, I urge you to watch the movie It's a Wonderful Life and realize that, yeah, you might be thinking in the grand scheme of things. Don't think like that for a second. Think about the now. Think about the present. Think about how much your life has impacted so many other people's lives in the grand scheme of things. And also realizing, like, don't discredit them and their lives too. That was another thing, like, that I would get to when I would get to the void, was I'm like, oh my God, well, yeah, obviously my life impacts, like, other people around me right now, but again, like, in the grand scheme of things, who gives a fuck? Like, bleh. All of these pouty, fucking horrible, silly thoughts, that are thoughts that occur to me still sometimes, and then I work through them, or they work through me, I don't know, both. Sometimes they KO my ass, but, that's not fair. That's not fair to put the people that you exist with in a place. That's you dragging them down with you. You don't need to do that. Like, do not drag your big feelings and discomfort and your feeling of meaninglessness and hopelessness. Don't drag them into that. Don't do that. Like, they feel as though they have a lot of them feel like they have meaning. Let them fucking feel that. Like, Jesus, you'll feel that again one day too. And they probably won't. Like, it's a give and pull. Like, wait, what? Push and pull, give and take. Like, it's not fair to completely discredit this world around you. It's just not. And, like, at least in my opinion. And again, okay, so yeah, butterfly effect, It's a Wonderful Life. Realizing that you are a lot more interconnected to things than you give yourself credit for a lot of the time. Also, the world that you can create in your head, I guess not you, the world that your mental illness can create in your head is not a real world. Like, I need to shatter that idea for you. I had it shattered for me, and it was fucking awful. But also, it helped me realize that I'm like, okay, how can I cultivate a kinder world that I can live in on the daily? And, like, that feels better. That feels more meaningful. That feels more impactful. And again, like, who are you to say what's meaningless and what's not? Who are you to say what's purpose and what isn't? like, that's something that needs to be figured out for yourself, first of all, and also, like, for everybody. And it's gonna look radically different for everybody, and, like, can you be okay with that? Can you be okay that there might not just be one right answer? Me either, bitch! And then I turned the camera off and threw a fit. Just kidding. No, but that is something that's bothered me. I'm hot again. Sorry, I'm gonna be a slut about it. It is something that's bothered me for, like, a really good amount of my time. I'm just like, I need all the answers. And again, I thought it was just a me thing. I'm like, oh, why am I such a control freak? Why am I so da-da-da-da-da? We all are in our own way because we're all terrified a lot of the time. And again, we fear fear, which is funny too, and then we just keep perpetuating like, oh my god, I'm scared, no, but I shouldn't be scared, I should be brave. Brave and scared are like the same coin. Like, I think it's also interesting, like, the bravest people have also been scared. They have just moved through it in a different way. Like, you can do that too. You can always move through things in a different way. You can always try to do things in a different way that feels better for you. And, like, also another tip, output feels a lot better than input in any capacity, in any way, shape, or form. Whether you're inputting substances, like, that's obviously a way of control. And again, this is hypocritical. I input substances too, so you're good. Like, we all have our shit, okay? I'm trying so desperately to help you feel so not alone because you're so not. Like, and I know people are gonna be like, oh, she's such a hippie. Okay, true. But, like, and again, you're correlating to that. Output, talking about your horrible, awful, terrible thoughts, such a bad person, talking about it and getting it out in the open, output, you're gonna realize that you're not weird a lot of the time, and you're the one, again, creating your own hell that you're, like, continuously living in on the day-to-day. But just because you're creating your own hell, that means you can also create your own heaven. Like, again, both are available. It's like a choice. And I know, like, it sounds so shit to say what it is, like, it's a choice. And it's a choice on what world you want to live in. And I think it's kind of cool that we can cultivate that. And it's kind of cool that we can change our beliefs and our thoughts at any given moment and be like, this isn't working for me anymore. And then you spiral yourself into the void if you're me, and you're like, well, then it all must be meaningless. Well, okay, this doesn't work for me anymore, so everything's gone to shit. It's so funny how dramatic we are. Bye. But, like, no, that means things are making room for growth. If you find yourself in the void space, that means new purpose is about to be reborn. And new space is opening up for you to find a new purpose and a new something. Like, and new beliefs that actually feel good to you and are aligned. And even if your belief is not having a belief, that's still a belief. Like, and I ask you, is that a belief that feels good? And if that's the case, you're like, oh no, I know there's nothing out there, I know there's nothing after this, I know there's no plan, I know like all of that stuff, I know. That's still you being kind of an egotistical prick, because no, you don't. Like, that's the thing. That's the gag. None of us know. And, like, that would stress me out. But I have to, like, be careful talking about this, too, because I could trigger myself into, like, a panic about all of this again. But I actually think output is helping and talking about it, because I think that it's such a fair fear that all of us share from time to time. And I think that all of us sharing these fears and this pain and this sorrow and all of the human experience at large, us sharing that is beautiful. Because I think back to, like, the first humans that have ever walked the planet, and I'm just like, oh my god, you must have been so scared too. Like, I get that. I feel connected to you. And I think about people that are gonna come, like, way after me. Everyone's coming. Except for me. I should call him. Her. I don't know. I should call somebody. Should call your mom. Did you? I knew that one, like, just tanked. I was like, anyway. And then I, like, think about people, my ancestors, and I'm just like, oh my god, you must have been so scared, but you, like, worked your ass off to get to wherever the fuck you did, so I could get to here right now, and I can do my little human experience thing, and then I can set myself up, or set future up for just the little future. And again, we're thinking little here, people. Don't think grand, big scheme of things unless you're like in a place where you're like, that's really cool. I want to think about that. If you're in the void, you don't think about that. That is first, no. We cut that off and we get back to like, and then of course we're going to spiral into like, time is just a concept and oh my God, it's not even, okay, yes. We can go down all of those rabbit holes, not right now. Right now, what we have to do is get you the fuck out of the void or let you stay there and be comfortable in it. Arguably, they're the same thing. Like, to me, I'm like, yeah, like, they're not too far off. Like, you getting comfortable with the void is you kind of being like, oh, this actually isn't so bad. Oh my God, like, wow, I can find meaning in the day-to-day. Oh my God, I can be creative and like do all of these cool creations. And like once I'm flowing and creating, I'm realizing that I'm flowing with and creating with something that's also flowing and creating. Or you don't have to believe that way. I like to believe that way. I think it's really cool. I also think it makes a lot of sense. Like this crazy life force that I didn't create, surely, no, I'm not that powerful. No human being is that powerful. Something's out there creating and doing all these things. So when I'm creating, I'm just like, oh my God, we're like doing this together. It's really fun. And then, oh, sorry, I got distracted. And then I think about, like I said, all of these people that are going to come after me. And I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah, I bet you're so scared. Like, I bet you're terrified. I am too, a lot of the time. Like, okay, cool, let's be connected about it then at least. Like, Jesus, let's be scared together. So we can work through it in a way that's not detrimental and killing ourselves. So we're not... I don't know if I can make these jokes with you people yet. Suicide jokes. Haha, we all laugh. We all think it's funny even though it's really scary sometimes. But, like I said, I am very much in a very different place and I'm also actively in therapy working on my stuff. So, and I'm also very open about it because that gives my thoughts and depression and all of these things that I cling on to so desperately sometimes less power. So... just like I said, output. Calling attention to certain things, you realize that they're actually not that powerful, and you're just like, oh, okay. Moving on. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make this whole thing a lot more fun for you, because it can be. You know? And then also, this is another thing that's just coming to my mind right now. I think about newborn babies and how scared they are, like, coming into this world and how they're crying and all this shit is on them all the time and they're just like freaking out boots. And I'm just like, I think about that and I'm like, you know what? So real. Like, kudos and hats off to all the babies out there. Love you. Like, kisses. Extra kisses because you're cute. And I know you're going through shit because you're terrified. Oh my God, you've never done this before. Or maybe you have. I don't know. Past life. Whatever. It's new right now and that's scary. I get it. And then I think about all like, oh man, I don't know, this connection is just kind of really running deep, and I know, like, me a month ago, if I were to watch this video, I would want to KO my own ass in a big way. I would want to slide tackle my own ass, like, flag on the play, bitch, shut the fuck up with your yippy, preppy ass, fuck you. Like, so if you're there, like, again, fuck you too, because I don't let myself get walked all over anymore. So fuck you, bite me, but also I get it, like, trust me. Like, if this is, like, a video that's, like, I hate her because she has this, like, stupid positive attitude, that's also very fair. Like I said, fuck you back. But, like, I get it. Anyway, then, yeah, I think about all these old people that are, like, nearing the end of their lives, or this life, I guess. Like, again, I don't know what your beliefs are, and, I don't even know if I know what my own are. I'm forming them, though. And that's another thing, too, that happens in the void. New beliefs, like I said earlier, start to emerge, and, like, new beliefs about life and death and new things, like, present themselves to you, and, like, new ideas and concepts that you didn't even know existed and were out there, and you're just, like, you don't grab it to the point where you're suffocating it, and you're like, this is gonna be my lifeline! Oh my God, like, this better, let it breathe, Jesus Christ, let these concepts all breathe and have air, like, everything needs. But, like, look at it and be like, oh my God, that actually really resonates with me. Holy shit, I feel really connected to that one. I'm gonna keep that one, because that one feels really good to me. It might not feel good to, I almost just said Billy Bob Joe, and remember when we were in second grade and wearing silly bands and everyone thought that was so funny? Or just, like, the word Bob was, like, that that was the peak of comedy at the time. Anyway, your neighbor, Billy Bob Joe, I would be so popular with the second graders right now, I'm telling you, is like, well, that doesn't resonate with me. I'm a man of God. Blah. Well, like, okay, that's fine. Then it doesn't resonate with him. Let him live his life and you figure out what feels good to you. Like that, it's literally, like, that's it. It's not that serious. You're fine. You're going to be okay. I promise to God you're going to be okay. And I wish I had this video a month ago when like I said, when I was literally in purgatory and I thought that Armageddon was on its way. I've never read the Bible, as you can tell, so sorry if that offends you. But, oh, shit, I'm getting distracted again. Okay. Oh my God. Did not take away my ADHD. Ayahuasca did not do that, but I'm aware of it now, which is good. So, cool. Now we can work through that. Great. Fucking great, guys. Anyway, I think about the people that are, like I said, near the end of their life, like, and I, like, was thinking to the babies and how scared they are, and then I think about people that are scared to make the transition from life to death, and, I'm having to formulate a brand new relationship with death, too, because, yeah, I'm working through a lot of death anxiety and existential fears, like, it's really hard, and it was triggered by someone that I loved very deeply that guided me through this life dying, obviously, and so, yeah, it hasn't been pretty, but whatever. We're getting on the other side of it. Whatever. Stupid. Fucking bitch. I hate her for dying. Hey, if you're seeing this, fuck you. Don't you ever do that again. Don't die on me ever again. You bitch. She'd laugh at this, I swear. But, like, all these people that are so in fear of death and, like, just taking the next steps. And I'm like, oh, I get that too. Like, I understand. This human experience, full of life and death and everything in between, is fucking terrifying sometimes. It, like, a lot of the time. And a lot of the time we don't want to ever let on that we're scared because we think that we're the only ones that are. I think that you're kind of strange if you're not. Sometimes. Again, like, it ebbs and flows and it's okay. It's great. And I ask and I challenge you to move with a little bit more understanding for yourself and understanding and compassion for humans in general. I'm not saying let bitches steamroll all over you. If a bitch, fucking swing on them then. Ugh. Okay? But I am saying that to be human is really difficult and scary. And I talk about this all the time on my channel and I really like to talk about it. So I'm going to keep doing it. If you don't like that, go anywhere else and fuck yourself. I don't care. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel so profoundly connected to so many humans because of the fear. And I think that's really cute. I think that's really endearing. And I think that, like, talking about it is what helps it. Like, that's medicine. Is talking. Communication. That's our greatest gift as a humanity. We're really a fucking messy humanity a lot of the time, and I don't agree with so much that we do as a society and humanity. But bitch, that's a tangent for another time. But what I do, like, I'm grateful for the stuff that I do find beautiful, like communication and talking, because that is what gets you out of your head. And your mind and your brain is beautiful and wonderful too, but like everything else, too much of anything is a bad thing. Like, too much of your own thoughts, you can condemn yourself over and over and over again for simply just existing and being a human, and like beating yourself up for stuff that is so far in the past and holding on to these things that no longer serve you because you think you're keeping yourself safe. You're keeping yourself stuck. And I do it too. I think we all do. But a lot of the time people, you can always choose different whenever you want. It's kind of cool. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go be a whore. Happy late Halloween. I love you. Thanks for watching. If you're in the void, you're okay. Let yourself be there for a second. Don't fear it. It's not gonna hurt you. Trust me, you're a lot more harm to yourself than anything else could ever be. So, a lot of the time. Again, there's like sharp objects out there to be careful of too. Just, whatever. Just, you know what I mean. Fuck, stop arguing with me. Be gentle, move through it, and realize that this is where the new stuff is born, and new parts of you, and maybe something that's a little more authentic and a little more aligned. Or like old stuff resurfaces that you're like, oh yeah, I remember I really loved that when I was little. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Don't label it as bad. You're good. Like, you're gonna be fine. I love you. Kisses. You're hot. Fuck me. I mean, what? I mean, kiss me. I mean, subscribe. I mean, I don't care what you do. Love you. Hope to see you again. Bye.